Sky Squad, we are back in the building, baby, and we got more to talk about. The fallout from Bravocon continues. Okay, we got so much to cover in this video. Well, not a lot, because I don't like to pack videos in with too much information. Give you information overload. But we're gonna give you just enough to whet your appetites. Okay. We're talking NeNe Leakes, Marlo. We're talking Andy Cohen and Gizelle. Okay. So first things first, I think we should start with NeNe Leakes and Marlo. So for those of you guys who did not know this, during BravoCon, it was actually Kenya Moore that stated if she could bring someone back to the show, she would bring back that good Miss NeNe Leakes. Now, if you don't believe me, it's been all over the place, but because we like to show and tell.
I might not like this. I'm going to be the most honest voice on the stage. I've not always gotten along with her. I know that people are not in a good place with her, but NeNe.
And the crowd went bucket wild, okay? The crowd went bucket wild. Now, here's the thing. Whether you like NeNe or you didn't like NeNe, whether you agree that she was blackballed, whether you agree that she was mistreated, I think that one thing that we can all agree on is that at the height of NeNe's run on The Housewives, it helped propel the show into the stratosphere. And when you think about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you cannot help but think of Miss NeNe Leakes, okay? And that's just the way it is. There are fans that want NeNe Leakes to come back. There's obviously cast members that want NeNe Leakes to come back. And I think that Kenya Moore is smart enough to understand the assignment. Kenya Moore understands what is going to make a show great. And she knows that it is not only the diversity of the cast, but it is also the power of particular cast members and their interactions, not only with the cast, with their family, but also in the confessionals as well. So Kenya Moore is about making good television. She's about making smart business moves. And to be quite honest with you, you cannot argue the fact that having NeNe Leakes on Housewives when NeNe is in it is TV at its finest, okay? And the crowd participation, that tells you exactly what was going on. But here's where we get into the tea of it all, okay? Because fans are pointing out that Marlo was noticeably, allegedly silent according to the people there, okay? And so NeNe Leakes has chimed in, and people are thinking that NeNe is shading that good Marlo and calling her a teacher's pet. So let's head on over to the earlier post from our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk, where NeNe has posted this on her Instagram. She says, a glorified teacher's pet, okay? And then it goes on to say, someone replies and says, Marlo, duh. Kenya was the only one bold enough to say NeNe's name at that BravoCon. Marlo didn't even clap, okay? Then someone else says, exactly. Everyone else was stuck. Kenya deserves way more credit. No one else has stood up for NeNe like Kenya, okay? And so then it says, NeNe Leakes has posted, y'all comments be on point, and over here laughing out loud. So, I mean, it could be shade towards Marlo. It looks like shade towards Marlo. She's referencing the people's comments being on point, but it's not necessarily a reference to which comment. So you're going to have to leave this up to your interpretation. But it seems as though that's who she's referring to when she says a glorified teacher's pet. How do you guys think that Marlo would feel about NeNe Leakes coming back at this point? And do you think that they're as friendly as Marlo has somewhat alluded to in the past? it seems kind of iffy to me. It seems like they're more frenemies than actually friends in real life. But you guys let me know what you think. Now, this second piece of intel is actually pretty interesting. And we've always talked on this channel about, Gizelle Bryant being sort of the network darling, so to speak, when it comes to Potomac. But as you guys also know, that Mr. Andy Cohen is not above a good bit of shade and roasting himself. So I think that one of the things that's interesting is that allegedly Gizelle had something removed from the Watch What Happens Live episode. Okay, let me put this alleged badge down here because just to be on the safe side. Okay, our friends over at Mr. Housewives. I don't know if you guys follow Mr. Housewives on Instagram, but definitely give a follow. Definitely someone who is spilling the housewives and the reality TV show tea on the gram, as well as on YouTube. He does great reactions to clips that are coming out and stuff like that. So I always like to say give, especially because the tea is being spilt. I need y'all to know where to go. Okay. So go on over there. Make sure you guys follow and get the tea. But this is basically what is being reported right now. And I'm going to pull it up for you. Give me 1 second, y'all. My apologies for moving slow. It says Gizelle Bryant made producers cut a scene from airing on Watch What Happens Live. She was offended by Andy joking about her fashion. So I want you guys to take a listen to this clip here, and you guys can sort of see that during the live broadcast, this is what he said, but this was allegedly cut out of the broadcast on television.
Sorry, how do you like my new set for Bravocon?
He says, how do you like my new set for Bravocon?
Now that I see it next to Giselle's outfit, I think it looks good.
He says, I wasn't sure about the set itself at first, but now that I see it next to Giselle's outfit, it looks good. Okay. So if you look at the clips here that I won't play because these were actually played on the show, you guys can see the aired clip, and you can also see Giselle's Legends Ball outfit. Here is a photo of her, Robin, and Ashley during that particular taping. Well, you know what? Gosh darn it, she's a beautiful woman. There is beauty there. I see it. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. And you know what is great about Gizelle? She has a great body. So obviously she is, working out and burning the calories and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so we've got to give credit where credit is due about all of that. The dress, I mean, I do. I think I like her earrings. Yeah, I think I do like the earrings. Not sure what the hair is giving. But fashion is subjective. Okay. It's very subjective. I think that not everybody not everybody can appreciate a good roast. I don't know that I would want to be roasted for my fashions, but I like what I wears. So I don't know. And you know what? The easiest thing for me is always to keep the fashions pretty simple. I mean, I love black. I love, shades of gray and blues and, creams. And so I try to stick with what works for me. And maybe she's just experimental with her style and her fashions, and I can't hate on her for that. But why do you think that they took that out of the actual episode that aired on television? Was it too harsh for TV? Let us know in the chatterization down below. I just thought these were some fun topics that we could cover from the fallout from Bravocon. I mean, there's so much to talk about, so we may have more videos to come this week. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the description down below. I will place links for both stories in the description. I will also place a link to Mr. Housewives on YouTube as well, so you guys can subscribe there as well. All right, so make sure you guys have a great day, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next video.